one Grammy I have is for Crack a Bottle. I couldn't even have that without him. You know, and that's why I have so much value for him, not just in my career, just in my life, because he's a guy that, one of my best friends, because I can trust that he's going to be honest with his constructive criticism when it's time to listen to the music before it goes out.
I'm actually surprised that you also left Shady.
Yeah.
Due to your loyalty to Eminem. Why?
See, well, I never dissolved the relationship between me and them.
Mm.
It'd be pretty tough for us to have an argument because I hold him in the kind of regards I hold my grandparents in.
I noticed that.
You know, he provided opportunities for me to take care of myself when I couldn't at that point. Like, I actually couldn't make it happen without the assistance that I got from him.
He seems like the only person you are loyal to.
Yeah.
Hey everyone, some new footage just dropped from 50 Cent's explosive documentary. And honestly, you won't believe this. The story exposes that Diddy didn't just clash with Eminem. He allegedly went as far as trying to have him taken out. Now, Kirk Burroughs, who co-founded Bad Boy Records with Diddy, has confirmed this jaw-dropping claim. This is one of the wildest moments in hip-hop history, finally coming to light. Fans have long known about the tension between Diddy and Eminem in the 90s, but this takes their beef to a whole new terrifying level. Apparently, Eminem was digging too deep, asking too many questions, which drove Diddy into full-on paranoia. The documentary hints that Diddy may have wanted to remove him completely. The big question remains, what did Eminem uncover that sparked such fear? And as 50 Cent teased, this is just the tip of the iceberg. He has even more unseen footage that's set to shock people far beyond what's already out. It's going to be a wild, intense ride.
One of Puff's close associates showed me bank statements of 500 grand that he paid a hitman for a hit on, what's his name, this white boy rapper, Eminem. Eminem had been saying some unflattering things about Puff, and Puff's ego couldn't.
There's been a lot of chatter about Netflix not wanting to blow things out of proportion, but nobody saw this coming. Diddy allegedly tried to have Eminem killed. If that's true, it's absolutely shocking. Everyone knows Diddy and Eminem have never been friends, but no one expected the tension to reach this level. This feud wasn't just personal dislike. It supposedly got so extreme that Diddy wanted Eminem gone for good. According to Kurt Bow, Diddy's hatred for Eminem was so intense that he allegedly offered someone $500,000 to carry out the plan. This revelation takes their old rivalry to a whole new, terrifying height. The details are insane, and it really makes you wonder what went down behind the scenes.
Things like, even in an area where he chooses to date people who he knows previously dated someone. He has a baby by a woman that was dating Tupac.
Wow.
To add to it, but we had to cut it down so he couldn't.
For time.
Yeah.
So are you coming out? I know next.
No one is letting Diddy off the hook when it comes to his reputation in hip-hop. The documentary already paints him as one of the biggest villains in the industry. It dives into allegations that he may have been involved in the deaths of Tupac and the notorious B.I.G., and there are even claims that he tried to target other artists like Kid Cudi. But the part about Eminem, that's the story everyone's still trying to wrap their heads around. It's wild, but if you think about it, it makes sense why Diddy might have seen Eminem as a threat. Slim Shady has always been one of the few in Hollywood bold enough to call out Diddy. He never held back and always spoke out on the things he disagreed with. For instance, in songs like Foolish and others, Eminem dropped lines fans immediately recognized as subtle jabs at Diddy. One line even spelled out R-A-P-E-R in a way fans noticed, hinting at past controversies and lawsuits without naming him outright. Eminem didn't stop there. He paid respect to Tupac and Big E in his lyrics, while also signaling that he had to watch his back, warning that similar violence could come his way. The reference was clear to anyone who knew the history. Diddy had been linked to shady dealings with other artists, and Eminem was making sure people knew he saw it. Slim Shady fans know he never misses a chance to deliver sharp, clever lines, and this was classic Eminem, subtle, cutting, fearless. The history with Diddy goes even deeper. In Kill Shot, Eminem's diss track aimed at Machine Gun Kelly, he also threw shots at Diddy's influence over younger artists. He called out MGK for seeking Diddy's approval, highlighting Diddy's reputation for controlling the rap industry. There's a line where Eminem basically says, "You spent your whole day making mistakes, and Diddy's still out there causing chaos." The implication? Eminem knew far more than the public realized, including alleged links to Tupac's death. People have whispered about these Diddy rumors for years, but Eminem has been calling out shady behavior long before it hit mainstream headlines. Take Any Man, for example. In that track, he shaded Diddy and Bad Boy Records for mistreating artists, exposing how performers were disrespected, manipulated, and even put in dangerous situations. The song references incidents from the late 1990s and early 2000s, showing Eminem's long awareness of the behind-the-scenes drama. So if Eminem has been dropping hints in his tracks for decades, it really makes you wonder what else he knows. And it's easy to see why tension exists between them. Eminem is close with 50 Cent, who's had his own disputes with Diddy, adding another layer to the rivalry. Over time, this mix of knowledge, talent, and fearlessness has made Eminem one of the few artists willing to speak openly about hip-hop's darker side. In the end, the alleged plot against Eminem adds another shocking chapter to Diddy's controversial legacy. Whether every detail is true or exaggerated, the tension between these two rap giants runs deep. Eminem's ability to call out powerful figures without flinching shows why he remains one of the most respected and feared names in the game. And the documentary? It's just scratching the surface. Fans are left wondering what other secrets could come to light in the future.
Puff's close associates showed me bank statements of 500 grand that he paid a hitman for a hit on, what's his name, this white boy rapper, Eminem. Eminem had been saying some unflattering things about Puff, and Puff's ego couldn't.
Everyone knows that if Diddy didn't have critics, it would mean 50 Cent wasn't in the picture. Eminem and 50 Cent share a rare, tight-knit friendship that's almost unheard of in the rap world. Their close bond helps explain why both of them have such strong issues with Diddy and the way he's operated in the industry.
I think the first time I met 50 was at a release party. Was it in New York? I think it was in New York. I met him. I think we talked in the back room, right? Every song he was doing was so crazy there was nothing to get rid of. There was nothing that we could even say, oh, that would be.
It gets even more interesting when you realize Eminem only signed 50 Cent because Diddy had already passed on working with him.
He wasn't going to sign to Diddy, but he took the meeting. And I never forgot P. Diddy said, yo, rappers got the 3 B's. Bank accounts, Bentleys, and you a target. So I took that, like, I'm in the meeting.
Oh, he's saying it to 50.
He's telling 50, like, yo, I can't sign you. You know, you got beef with Preem and all that. A lot of in the street, you know,
Wow.
A lot of in the industry don't want to deal with the Preem beef. It's understandable if you don't want to do it. Eminem took the step, shout to him. You know what I mean? But a lot of niggas, yo,
It seems Eminem and 50 Cent connected because they both had serious issues with Diddy. Some sources say that Diddy allegedly tried to target Eminem, made the documentary feel deeply personal for 50 Cent. But it gets even crazier. According to Kirk Burrows, Eminem wasn't the only artist Diddy supposedly went after over diss tracks and music conflicts.
Huge ego, man. He would never take no for an answer. Anyone got in his way, he had to take care of them. I wonder how many artists know how close they came to being taken care of permanently.
At the end of the day, Eminem has been quietly calling out Diddy for years, and the documentary finally reveals just how serious their conflict got. From Tupac and Biggie to shady deals and diss tracks, it's clear that Diddy's alleged actions were intense, and Eminem seemed to see much of it coming. With 50 Cent by his side, their bond grew beyond a music feud and became a story of survival and loyalty. Considering Eminem has been holding this kind of information for so long, it really makes you wonder what other secrets he might know. The drama isn't over, and things are only going to get more intense and shocking.